What's up, everybody? This is your boy Ing Vendetta coming for a review on the new documentary of Conor McGregor. I think it released yesterday or today on Netflix, and I gotta say, it is I got emotional. I got emotional. I gotta admit, I'm not the biggest McGregor fan. I never followed MMA. I saw a couple of fights. Some of my boys are really into it. Not your boy. But I knew of Conor McGregor. I know maybe 8, 9 fighters in MMA, and I knew of him. And the documentary is just insane. Documentary is, well, everything you would expect. You know, the guy come from a humble beginning. You know, this guy represents a dream. Like it or not, he's an athlete. You can dislike the guy, you can like the guy. He's an athlete, right? So the fact that the documentary was in some parts about the phenomenon of Conor McGregor, some part about how it was to be raised. Some of the part were fucking brilliant. Where I'm not a sports guy. I'm not an athlete. Far from it, but I do have a dream, and that's creating content. So the fact that he came out from nothing and even had a late start and it still made something out of himself is highly inspiring. I think the documentary was solid. It's been a while since I haven't watched a biographic documentary like that, but hey, I watched the first one and in one go. It wasn't bored once. I think Conor McGregor is a phenomenon. Again, a phenomenon. I think behind all everything, I think he's kind of a nice guy. I mean, sure, he's done some fucked up shit, but who hasn't, right? So yeah, I'm gonna come out and say that the documentary was phenomenal. I think it was really, really cool. I think it's gonna be motivating a lot of people. And again, the crazy thing about the documentary, what I like the most is, sure, it's polarizing. He's not a you either like him or dislike him, but you can't take away from the athlete, right? You can only take away from the person. And I do believe that if people are inspired, everything that's inspiring, everything that pushes people to better themselves, to go forward, you know, that's kind of my goal too. I think it's super important. My favorite part of the documentary is clearly him going to school, showing where he come from. You can see that the guy, yeah, sure, he made a fortune, but he still remember where he come from, and I think that's the part. I mean, yeah, it's a really good documentary. Should you watch it? Sure, if you're into sport. And I just realized that what I said is completely wrong. I said if you into sport, watch it, but you don't need to be into sport. If you need some motivation, watch it. If you need some guidance, watch it. My saying he's a fucking role model, far from it. I think he's very, you can see in the documentary he did some really messed up shit. He's very flawed, but I mean, you're putting yourself out there. People, people don't like you, and you still manage to put out every single time a show. And I think that speaks volume. I think that it really speaks volume, right? And yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of McGregor, but actually a fan of the documentary. So check it out. It's on Netflix. I'm not sure when it's going to be available till when, but I know it came out like 2 days ago. So you for sure have the time. Peace. Love you guys.